Hello, my name is Tommy Swate. I'm both an attorney and a physician. And I want to address when nurses are contacted by the Texas Nursing Board. The Texas Board of Nursing is a complaint-driven agency. That is, they do not act unless they receive a complaint, or at least that's what they claim. They will occasionally they will open their own investigations, but that's rare. For example, registered nurses and licensed vocational nurses currently must be fingerprinted. So if they're fingerprinted and trying to get a license in Texas and they can have a criminal background, that will trigger an investigation. Sometimes the review of another medical record where the nurse wasn't initially named, but the nurse is involved in the care will trigger an investigation. After a complaint is received, the Texas Board of Nursing prioritizes the complaints. The ones that are most serious are handled first, while the ones that are less serious are handled lower down on the pole. They have a less priority. And usually the investigations do not go over 1 year, but occasionally they can if they're very, very complicated. But the vast majority of the complaints are settled within 1 year. After the Texas Board receives a complaint about a licensee, the nurse is contacted by the board in a letter detailing what the complaint is, or the nature of the complaint, and asking for mitigated circumstances. Now, this is in most cases. Now, if it's an emergency situation, there can be a temporary suspension hearing, which is an emergency matter. But typically, the nurse is given a vague statement of the facts constituting the violation. And the nurse has to respond within 20 days. The allegations in the letter may be surprising to the nurse, may be totally ridiculous, may allege things that are totally not true, may be just totally illogical. But you have to respond to them. You have to respond to them in a clear and concise manner. If the allegation has some element of truth to it, you need to address that element of truth in such a way that minimize any damage to your career. Responding to these letters require the services of a healthcare professional who is also a licensed attorney. There are many nurses who are licensed as attorneys. There's also physicians who are licensed as attorneys. Find someone who is licensed, who is an attorney who has a healthcare background. Having an attorney who has no healthcare background is like fighting with one arm behind you. It's a very difficult fight. Nurses and physicians understand what you have gone through, also understand the clinical ramifications, also understand what can happen without anyone's fault. If you receive a letter, contact either your personal attorney or contact me. I can be reached at 713-377-4860. Alternative number is 832-702-7599. My website is swatelaw.com. I'll be happy to talk with you. There's no charge for the initial consultation. But I want to remind you of what I say on many videos. If you watch any of my videos, you're going to hear this. A catfish wouldn't get caught if it kept its mouth shut. So if you do have a problem, share it either with your personal lawyer or share it with me so both of us can bear the burden. Thank you.